So guys, every day when I'm walking back from gym, I see an insane amount of like super luxury cars in Dubai. As you guys might know, Dubai is known for its super luxury cars. Like check this out. So in this corner alone, we've got a Range Rover Vogue, a Bentley Bentayga, Mercedes SLS, Bentley Continental GT, Mercedes S-Class. That's a Turbo S, by the way. We've got the Rolls-Royce Ghost, another S-Class, Range Rover Vogue, another S-Class, another Range Rover. We have the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, the X7, another Porsche Macan. We've got a Porsche Taycan over here. Just did a video about this thing. And all this is just on my like 1 minute walk home. Dubai is obviously known for its insane cars. People have made full careers doing this. More vlogs, Supercar, Blondie, these guys just talk about all the amazing cars that are there in Dubai. So what is the deal? Like, why do so many people have all these luxury cars? It's not like I live in some crazy expensive building. I live in a good area. It's like you could say a upper middle class building, but I'm not in some crazy luxury building by any means. So today, by the way, the balloons are for Mamta. It was her birthday yesterday, so if you guys want to wish her in the comments, you can. But so what is the deal with this? Like, why are there so many ultra luxury cars in Dubai? I'm going to go for a quick shower and then we're going to discuss. First, let's talk about the cost of buying cars in Dubai. It is so much cheaper to buy a car in Dubai than pretty much in any place in the world. So the cars in Dubai cost roughly the same amount as they do in the US, which is one of the cheapest markets. But Dubai doesn't have taxation, so you're not paying any additional tax over the sticker price of the car, which makes a big difference. You might be saving 10 to 15% right there. On top of that, insurance costs in Dubai are pretty low compared to other markets like the US. So you'll be paying roughly 1,000 to 1,200 dirhams for a car that's worth 100,000 dirhams. So you can imagine it's about 1.2% in terms of insurance premium you're paying on the value of your car. So that makes it quite a bit cheaper, especially when it comes to supercars and things. The rates in Dubai for insurance costs are very low compared to other markets. A Mercedes S-Class that might cost like 2 crores in India, which is like 1 million dirhams, is going to cost you 600,000 over here. So that itself is like a 40% cheaper rate. And the more luxury you go, the more savings you kind of get. Like places like India, Brazil, UK have a big import cost. So that always inflates the price of the car. And also when it comes to cost, Dubai has a huge used car supercar market. So all these luxury cars, you'll see massive showrooms on Sheikh Zayed Road that have like hundreds of luxury cars in them. And there's just a big churn in the cars over here. A lot of rich people buy the new cars. After a year or 2 or 3, when the warranty expires, they'll sell it to one of these places. The price is reduced by about 30 to 40%. So a supercar that would cost you 1 million dirhams now costs you about 600,000 dirhams. Just looking at the cost perspective, the economy in Dubai kind of sustains this, luxury car buying culture. So talking about culture, it's kind of ingrained into Dubai's culture to have a nice car. Like growing up over here, people kind of expect the nice car thing. The third thing I would say is the infrastructure. It's designed for nice cars. So the roads over here are amazing. Some of the best roads I've ever seen in the world. The only place I think that might have better roads for driving a supercar is maybe Germany. The Autobahn has really good roads and no speed limits, and that's a big factor over here. There are a lot of speed cameras and things like that, but there are places where you can go to get the full performance of your car. There's an autodrome here as well where you can take your supercar for driving enjoyment. And almost every place in Dubai is accessible by road almost exclusively. So you probably have to have a car if you live in Dubai and if you want to move around. So yeah, all those infrastructural factors also come into play when somebody's thinking of buying a supercar. Like I would never ever buy a supercar in India, even if I could afford it, just because the road infrastructure over there doesn't support it. The traffic is very close together. You're probably going to get scratches. You're going to have your suspension hit a lot of potholes. You don't want that in the supercar. They're extremely expensive to maintain. So that obviously plays a factor into people's psychology when buying a car like that over here. Fourth point I would say is the amount of income people generate in Dubai. You can expect a young executive to make around 10,000 dirhams a month, which is around $2,500, and that's tax free. So people do tend to have more disposable income over here, even though Dubai is an expensive city to live in. I've done a whole video about how much it costs to live in Dubai. I'll link it up over here. The fifth thing I would say is the availability of car rentals in Dubai. So I run a website called ijarcar.com where you can rent cars online. We have about 30 car rental partners who exclusively deal in supercars. So a lot of tourists who come to Dubai will choose to rent a supercar because of the infrastructure, because it costs much less than it would in other countries. For example, a Ferrari 458 for a day would cost you around 2,500 dirhams to rent in Dubai, including insurance and everything. That's about 700 USD. So it's far cheaper than any other country to rent a car in Dubai. So a lot of tourists take advantage of that when they arrive in Dubai. If they're car freaks, they'll probably rent a nice luxury car. So that drives the whole second-hand car market as well over here, which I was talking about. And you guys might have noticed like somebody like Mo Vlogs, right? Like he'll have a different car every couple of months. And what's the deal with that? So what he does is he will buy it, not rent it. And he will say buy a car for 500,000 dirhams. And then 2 months later, he will go swap that car for another car. Now he will get a lot of that 500,000 dirhams back. He obviously has some kind of deal with some of these agents that he deals with. He is basically advertising the car for some of these used car dealers. He gets to keep the car for 2 months, and then he gets another car in return, probably at no loss in cost. So if he buys a car for 500,000 dirhams, he can go exchange that car for another car that costs 500,000 dirhams and keep this rolling and have a new car every couple of months, which is good way to do it. And a lot of people do it that way. That way they get to experience a lot of different supercars. You just have to make that initial bulk payment, and then you can start like switching your cars around every year or two. So overall, I would say these are the 4 main reasons why there's so many luxury cars in Dubai. They're cheaper to buy. People do have more disposable income over here. The infrastructure really supports it, and it's part of the culture over here. It's kind of ingrained into society to have a nice luxury car. And of course, the local population over here loves their cars. They're super into the cars, and especially the 4-wheel drives. So that's the whole deal with the supercar, luxury car situation in Dubai. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you want me to do a video about one of these used car, supercar showrooms and how they operate and how they work, let me know. I'll do a video about that. I was thinking of doing it for a while anyway. Traveling after almost 2 years. I'm going on holiday to Georgia on Saturday. So maybe I'll have some travel vlogs coming, but otherwise I will see you guys when I'm back. If you like this video, hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to watch more videos like this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.